Hauptmann was defended by Edward Riley, a flamboyant criminal attorney whose best days in court were behind him.
In this trial, we are confident of the acquittal of Hauptmann.
Death House Riley, as he was known in the trade. A man who was something of an ambulance chaser, a man who was an alcoholic, a man who, unknown then, was in the final stages of syphilis and was probably starting to go insane.
The state's case was that Hauptmann dropped little Charlie while coming down the ladder. Though an accident, it still carried a murder charge. Willents put a parade of witnesses on the stand. A wood expert testified that part of the ladder had come from a floorboard in Hauptmann's attic. Other experts asserted it was Hauptmann's handwriting on the ransom note. And eyewitnesses placed Hauptmann near the Lindberg house. Willents's cross-examination was withering.
Didn't you swear to untruth in the Bronx courthouse? No, sir. Didn't you swear to untruth in the courthouse? Didn't you lie on the road? Time and time again, didn't you? I did not. You did not? No. All right. When you were arrested with this Lindberg ransom money, you had a $20 bill. Lindberg ransom money, did they ask you where you got it? Did they ask you? You did. Did you lie to them or did you tell them the truth? Did you lie to them or did you tell them the truth? I said not the truth. You lied, didn't you? I did, yes.
On the night the jury voted, a mob gathered in the street outside.
Slowly but surely, and certainly couldn't have been out of the earshot of the jury deliberating, the chant of "Kill Hauptmann, kill Hauptmann, kill the German" grew louder and louder.
The unanimous verdict was guilty. Hauptmann was sentenced to the electric chair. Given a last chance to save his own life and confess, he turned the offer down.
Before God, I'm absolute innocent. I have told all I know about the crime.
For the Lindbergs, it should have been over, but the case stayed in the news. There were allegations that police had fabricated evidence and suspicions that Hauptmann had had an accomplice. The doubts fueled a new wave of hate mail against the Lindbergs, including threats against the life of their second son, John.
And then a short time after that, while John is being driven home from school, a vehicle filled with photographers runs the car into the curb.
And out of the car popped some people, and they went over to the car in which little John was sitting, and snap, 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 began to take pictures.
The little boy thought that he was being kidnapped and was cowering in the back seat of an automobile, fearing that he would meet the same fate as his brother.
You have to realize that they felt just under attack. I mean, their child was dead, and their other child had been, in a sense, invaded.
It was enough. Lindberg would do whatever it took to protect his family. He told Anne to get ready to leave the country within 24 hours. They would go, he said, where the law still mattered. In the pre-dawn hours of December the 21st, 1935, while America slept, a freighter bound for England left its berth in New York. Not even the crew knew the identities of its only passengers. It would be years before the Lindbergs lived here again.
I think we have this condition in this country in which we create our heroes and we destroy our heroes. We can build you up, we will give you fame, we will give you fortune, but in return, we have the right to take it away whenever we want. And I think that's what Lindberg was feeling when he, at that point, the greatest hero of the century, was forced into exile by the very country that had lionized him.
To look at the pictures of my father and my mother in those days and see how young they were and know what happened, it touches my heart. They did very well. I think they did very well. They came through very well, but it was a great deal coming at them, and especially him. I don't think he had any idea when he landed in Paris what that flight had brought him.
The Lindbergh self-imposed exile would keep them out of the country for 2 years. As the Second World War approached, Lindbergh became an unpopular figure. He spoke admiringly of Hitler's Germany, and he made a speech which was widely regarded as anti-Semitic in an effort to keep America from entering the war. Bruno Hauptmann's case incited a debate about capital punishment that we're still having today. We'll be right back.
Just moments away, a local construction worker is pulled from a cave-in as Action News cameras are rolling.
And the streets of Las Vegas tonight look a lot more like the canals of Venice. You'll see the incredible pictures.
It's all straight ahead on WXYZ 7.
Welcome to Hill House, everyone.
For 100 years.
What's the deal with the Addams family mansion?
Don't you love it here?
No one has dared to spend the night at Hill House.
There won't be anyone around if you need help.
On this night, 4 people will find out why. Liam Neeson, Catherine Zeta-Jones. The Haunting, rated PG-13, starts Friday, July 23rd.
This is Propecia, a pill that might interest you. Talk to your doctor and call 1-888-5-MERC-9 to see if you're eligible for a $10 rebate certificate. Propecia. There's no reason to wait.
Okay, San Diego. We gave you the new Dr. Scholl's Dynastep Sport insert 5 weeks ago when you were in pain. How do you feel now?
With the inserts, when I play basketball, my lower back is much, much better.
Before I tried the inserts, I had shin splint pain. Now I don't.
After I put them in there, I have no pain in my foot.
Its U-shaped design cradles your foot so your feet hit the ground evenly.
I don't like to play in pain.
It's clinically proven among athletes to provide immediate relief from lower body pain.
I can run the Boston Marathon now.
The Dynastep has taken the tension off my knees.
Yes. I really can't dance.
Oh, suki now. Hey! Come on!
Lever 2000, a tough deodorant clean, plus moisturizers for your skin, the touchable clean for all your 2000 parts.
Are you ready for swimsuit season?
I was like 4 sizes up and nothing fit. I couldn't take it anymore.
Dexatrim works all day to help you eat less.
I lost over 14 pounds with a Dexatrim plan. That felt wonderful. I went swimsuit shopping.
Dexatrim, recommended #1 by pharmacists.
She's sending out her wedding invitations with her personal 800 number because now all her calls are just a dime every time. You too can live happily ever after. Call Sprint at 1-800-PIN-DROP now.
What I was trying to do here was capture the hopelessness of modern life. There's no vases, no fruit, it's just quiet. It's permanent, but yet expansive. It's the same here as it is from here. In fact, it's me.
You ran out of paint and the art store wouldn't take a check again, right?
Right.
Consider the Visa check card instead of checks, or cash. It's fast, easy, and accepted everywhere Visa is, so you can get what you need.
What I was trying to do here...
And get on with life.
Capture the...
Now here's a look at what you can see next week on Vanished. It was called the storm of the century, and for the people caught in its fury, it was like nothing they'd ever seen or could ever imagine.
They went from normal weather to a hellish storm in practically minutes.
It's intensifying and it's slowing down and it's coming towards you.
I was convinced I wasn't going to live until daylight.
That is our program for tonight. We hope that you'll join us next week. Don't forget Nightline after your local news and Good Morning America tomorrow morning. I'm Peter Jennings. Good night.
America's team faces China in the Women's World Cup Final, live Saturday.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Diana Lewis.
And I'm Guy Gordon. Action News Tonight starts right now.
You're watching WXYZ 7, where 7 stands for news. This is Action News Tonight.
I seen him run out towards the ladder, and then the side of the bank caved in and buried him.
He could only watch as dirt buried his brother alive. It was the start of a tense 3-hour rescue drama with crews racing to dig the construction worker out of disaster. Let's go right to